pondering life, aquatic activity, cinder blocks and fences and security and madness and alas, Jerry Bernardo, rebel without a pause. My mind drifts back. Trivia facts swirling around my head. This lake, is it here for scenery? Is it here for wildlife, nature? No. They took all the dirt out of this hole, filled it with water, and built up the high banks of Daytona. Huh? There's a little trivia fact my cameraman, Doug Frankie, told me. My mind drifts back to Daytona. I've been here many, many years. 10 years ago as a spectator, and 93 I started working. Or at least they kind of call it work. Me, I like to hang out and fool around. But I've met some strange cats, done some cool things. My first turn crash with my fat pig buddy Roger at Ocala. I've ridden many motorcycles, competed at the Alligator Enduro, been roosted by Guy Cooper, who really was a motocrosser and kind of shouldn't have been at the Alligator anyhow. But anyhow, he roosted me, and I was swatted with palmettos. What about that guy last year? The guy that had big attitude. He had something to say, and he was more than willing to let you know about it. Pierced, tattooed people abound, swirling around my head. The freaks. And my personal favorites of all time, the security guards. My love runs so deep for them, so deep, it's like my first night in prison. Bike Week. It's a unique and eclectic gathering. It's a strange, unforgettable experience. The smell of race gas, burning tires, burning fires, burning people, screaming and running like stuntmen, like Spanky Spangler just going out of control at the Astrodome. And they sell coffee here, and I like it. Dude, wake up.
Hey.
You Devin?
Yeah, I'm Devin.
Jerry, here, let me do this. How's it going?
Jerry.
Man, I barely made my connection. It was insane.
Oh, man. I've been waiting here 2 hours, you know.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, you know, I sit here, got to see McGrath go by. Then there was Scott Summers. Then Aaron Yates. And hell, I even saw Mr. Dollar Sign, Mr. Rolex, Scott Russell come by.
Listen, we're in Daytona. Bike Week madness. What do you got hooked up for me? I need a connection.
Oh, I got one little thing you may like.
What's that?
It's called Team Suzuki Advanced Rider School. We're going to get you out on the high banks of Daytona.
Cool. Wait a sec. We're going to go to the Supercross, of course.
We're going to do Supercross.
GNCC. Nightlife.
Oh, yes. Main Street. Can't miss it.
Wait a second. What about the 200? Do you got any connections there?
Oh, I got a few. In fact, I'm going to be in the 200.
No way. Limo driver to turn road racer?
Hey, limos, excavators, tractor trailers, it's got wheels. I make it go fast.
Cool. Let's get out of here and get something to eat. Hey,
Okay.
thanks for waiting. I'll catch that. So what's going on? Come on, you're lagging already. You've only been there 5 minutes and you're already dragging.
MW2's Rev It Up is brought to you by Honda Motorcycles, celebrating 50 years with great deals during Honda Dream Days. And by Suzuki Motorcycles and ATVs. Now during Suzuki Fest 98, get $500 worth of accessories free. And choose from great deals like 0 down or low APR financing on selected models.
Get your program here, only $10. Daytona 200, commemorative program.
These are a little baggy. Is that good? Good. I don't want them to be tight. I've think that part of the story, you know, for guys like me and you, more me than you, is that I'm coming here and I'm going to step to the plate and do something I don't really do, and then turn to the viewer and go, hey, Jerry Bernardo, I came to Daytona, I got on the bike, I went around the high banks. I'm not saying I'm going 170, but if you don't do it, how can you write about it, talk about it?
You can't really. I climbed mountains. I drove race cars seriously, obsessively for 2 years. I've gone, in Brazil in a whitewater expedition that took 6 weeks down a whitewater river that no one had been on in 50-some years, I guess, through Amazon Indian territory. And I never could have done that by interviewing people and having them tell me about it.
What I think, though, is just from the first 5 minutes of meeting you, is that what you just said in no way is a braggadocious monologue. I think that you personally are interested in these adventures. It's just your lucky forte to actually be employed and be able to write about them. Big sentences.
A lot of it really has to do with your soul, much more than your ego. It's what really satisfies me, and if you feel something in your soul like that, you really write better about it, much better about it. That's when the writing is enjoyable. It's a chore when you're just churning out journalism, but when you can write about what you feel, and when you felt something that other people really want to relate to, or have related to, or fantasize about relating to, it's what makes it worth doing.
As a starving moto journalist and a thrill seeker that I am, I was talking to John and Grant from Team Suzuki Advanced Riding School, and we're having a little bit of a discussion that's based around the 1100, the GSX-R 1100, which for me sounds pretty powerful. You think I can handle it?
No problem. You handle the GSX-R 600, no problem. This thing's just twice the size. A little more stable, a little more smooth horsepower curve, and no problem for a big man like you.
Let's just let our mind drift back. John, remember Road Atlanta? Turn 11, me off in the grass doing the moto landscaping?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
You losing your voice?
Yeah, I'm losing my voice. The memory's making my voice evaporate.
So Devin, what sort of learning curve am I up against when I'm going from the GSX-R 600 right to the big, huge, fat 1100?
Oh, you're up against an incredible learning curve. You get out in the banking with this sucker, this puppy, it's going to launch you around the banking like nothing you've ever imagined.
Little inside secret.
What's that?
Explain how you guys have the shift pattern.
We have a race pattern. It's backwards. You shift up for first and down for all the rest of the gears. And,
Dirt bike guy, I like it backwards. Just before we go out there, I completely forgot about that. Jerry, how do you like your shift pattern? It's really pretty much important, isn't it?
yeah, it is. It'll be bad on my motorcycle.
Hey Jerry, I told you open the throttle up. I know you can do it. Now open the throttle up. You can open that throttle up. You hear me?
What? Faster? I possibly couldn't do that. You know I've never lived before. It's someone else's motorcycle. I can crash. It's very expensive.
Open it more. Open it more. Come on, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. We're coming up to a corner. Keep it open. Keep it open. No. 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 Get off those brakes. You're supposed to go into the corner.
What? No. I'm too nervous. I'm new at this.
Don't worry, Jerry. It's a borrowed motorcycle. Make it go faster.
No, I'm not going in deep. What do you say? I'm far more intelligent than that. I'm a smart, big, bright, shining star angel. Look, those bikes, they're so close to the wall. I could be hurt. I could crash.
Oh, you're on the brakes too much, Jerry. A little bit faster. Come on now. Out of the corner, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Open it up. Open it up. Don't worry. Suzuki's got lots of motorcycles. They got lots of motorcycles, man. You don't have to worry about crashing it. Go ahead. Go faster. Faster, Jerry. Jerry, go faster. Come on, open that throttle. What are you doing on the brakes? Get off those brakes, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. You little wimp. What's the matter with you? Come on, Jerry. Make the thing go. I want it to go. Open that throttle.
What?
You wimp. You little pussy.
I don't hear you. I don't hear you. I don't hear you.
I don't know. What are you doing?
How come I keep seeing you everywhere? I turn around, you're here, you're there, you're everywhere.
Hell, I'm your Daytona experience, the complete tour guide.
Oh, God, you just don't know how good that feels. Totally worth the money. Oh, man. Girl, that feels so good. You just don't know. I'm tense. Oh, it's hard to get, get a little confused. Feeling romantic.
Welcome to Daytona International Speedway. Please keep it moving.
See me up there trying to ride the white line up near the top?
Oh yeah, I was saying, come on man, get on the gas. You're looking pretty good. In fact, coming out of the infield, you were even laying down those black streaks of rubber.
Hey, I'll believe you, but I got the tape, so if it wasn't there, you were fibbing on camera and you're to be punished. Big spanking in front of the whole crowd.
Hey, I wouldn't fib to you.
My philosophy is that if you can ride a dirt bike, you can ride a road racer, especially when things start sliding around. That was another cool thing when I started racing. I noticed that as soon as I got sideways, all the guys near me moved over, let me by. So you're not going to have any problem if you can ride something like a 500 in the mud. You're not going to have any problem with 1100 on the banking. It's going to be just fine.
You were watching me, I was shooting you with the video cam, you were shooting me. What it look like?
Man, I'd say just a little bit more practice, just a few more sessions, a little bit of fine tuning, and we can have you out there winning races.
It's unbelievable when you're riding along, you're like, and a guy just goes by, right next to you. Woo, woo, and you're like, maybe I'm out of my ballpark.
Oh, you were doing fine. You were picking up the pace. Like I said, a little bit more time, you're wearing out your knee pucks.
We're having not really a tender father and son moment here.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're getting all sentimental, but you tell me what he said.
Comes in, the first time he's ever been to Daytona, comes in through the tunnel, stands in the infield, looks at the banking, just like, wow, I'm at Daytona.
15 years old.
Right, now of course he sees his veteran, seen it all.
Is he arguing already? No, I was 16.
I was 16. I
Don't
couldn't
play
race
with
if
your
I
dad.
was
That's why I'm in the middle. If you guys start throwing down.
Yeah. Well,
now you're just
I
a
was
snotty
16.
brat punk with a column and a 250.
Yeah, a lot of guys hate me because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you care?
I don't.
Just go out and whoop up on them.
Trying. Hit walls instead though, but I'm working on it.
And like it says in the column?
Yeah.
That's
walls, that sucks. It does.
Are you going to ask me what I think about Daytona? Are you going to ask me?
I'm going to ask him too.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
I love it. I dig it. Chicks, bikes, sunshine, friends.
Motorcycles, pelvic thrust, sand.
You got it.
Don't go together,
No, it's all good. Only thing that doesn't go is alcohol in motorcycles. But a lot of these guys they throw that to the wind. But I love it. It's great. Go down the beach, chicks, motorcycle racing. What more can you ask for, man?
I want to know what you think of Bike Week.
Costs a lot of money. Don't like it.
Yeah. No, seriously, it's like maybe yours is more of a racist standpoint because a lot of people like Sturgis is the whole biking thing, just touring around. here at Daytona Bike Week, for us, it's more competitive motorcycle competition, right?
Yeah, you know, I don't get out a whole lot and do a lot of the goofing off and stuff. It's more business for me. Go home after you're at the racetrack, get something to eat, and go back to bed, you know, and get ready for in the morning. So for me,
Not like him. He's going to be out chasing something squiggly, something wiggly. Man, you're like eerie. You keep popping up everywhere. What's up?
Hey, Daytona Beach is everywhere. Bike Week is everywhere. Right now we're on Main Street.
I keep thinking you're going to stop talking to Mike. And I have a question. So what's your Daytona experience?
Well, I'm in the Daytona 200. I'm in CCS championship races. I'm in ARMA historic races. That is my major experience.
That'll keep you busy all week, huh?
Yeah, almost 2 weeks.
Well, when you work hard all week long, it pays off. But when you work hard all year long, you get to come and play at Bike Week. This is fun. If you're about motorcycles, you should be here at Daytona Beach. Do you hear the rumble of the Harley-Davidsons off in the distance?
Yes, I can hear the sound of one of those super wide fat disc low bob electric sport duo soft ultra tail glides right now.
Whoosh! We finally got away from that Devin guy. He is creepy. Time to get some real work done. Great racing going on here down in Florida. GNCC, Daytona Supercross, and Daytona 200. Can Scott Russell win his 5th Rolex watch?
You know, when you took off for the race, I don't know even if you know it, but about halfway through the first lap, Ty Davis had like 25-second lead. You came in at the end of the first lap. He had a huge lead, and it almost looked like the party was going to be over before it started. Somewhere in lap number 2, you caught up to him. What happened there? Did you just go fast, or what went on? Tell us.
I could run that all day, and I think Ty could too. We were, man, when you hook up together and you're in shape, I'm in shape, he's in shape, man, we just floored it and just kept it going. At one time out there, Ty was ahead of me, and I came out behind him and was a straightaway as fast as our bikes would go, and I pulled up beside him and kind of tapped him on the shoulder, and he looked over at me, and I kind of went ahead of him and thought, okay, now I'll lead for a while. And just then I hit a bump and flipped end over end, and my bike ended up in the barbed wire fence, and Ty pulled over and asked me if I was all right, and I said, yeah, I'm all right, and he took off, and I think maybe he thought that might have knocked the wind out of me, but I'm too hungry for that.
I tried my best, and you know, Freddie rode a little bit better than I did, and he was getting through those deep ruts a little bit quicker than I was. And you know, he rode really good, and we had a fast pace going, and I felt comfortable with that pace. It's just that he was quicker here and there, and a couple seconds here and there add up.
Hey Jerry, here's your french fries.
Let's see who gets the whole shot. Daytona is underway. And look at that, Jeff Emig once again, just like he did in his heat race. Ezra Lusk, number 3, right behind him in second place. Oh, good start. Here comes Jeremy McGrath, and they trying to hold on. Separate line. McGrath, they touch rubber. Jeremy is in the lead here at Daytona. The checkers fly here in Daytona for Jeremy McGrath, his second victory in Daytona.
Randy and I, as a team, are working excellent. Chaparral Yamaha is just flowing, and I couldn't have done it without John R. You know, we watched some video after the heat race, and Randy, John R, and I talked and got the suspension working a little better. It was a little bit soft, so we stiffened her up, and it was perfect.
They're off, and the 125 main event from Daytona is underway, and look at that. No question about it. Way out in front with Brock Sellards in second place. Well, this year he's just putting it all together. Really, no competition here in the 125 East. And Ricky Carmichael, 4 for 4 on the 125 Eastern season.
You won by 37 seconds.
Oh, that's nice. You know, I got a good start. I got the whole shot, actually, and man, I'll tell you what, it feels great to get a whole shot. I know it's hard for me in Supercross to get good starts. I don't know why, but I'll tell you what, my Kawasaki 1-800 Clay Pro Circuit Axle bike, Bridgestone tires hooked up, and I tell you what, man, my bike is great. You know, my mechanic, Chad Watts, is doing a great job. And, you know, if it wasn't for these people, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I've been working my butt off, you know, and I don't know, I'm happy.
Hey, get your Daytona International Speedway souvenirs here. Anything you want, we got it.
The green light has gone on, and the 57th running of the Daytona 200 is underway, and immediately moving out to the lead is the 17, the Honda of Miguel Duhamel.
As Russell, number 4, puts his Yamaha up into the lead and leads through the chicane on the first lap, first of 57, so let's not get too worked up just yet.
Look at the way these guys are flying up front.
Good Lord, Miguel Duhamel went underneath Russell, and then they came up on that back marker, and Miguel got pinched between the two, and you think, oh, that didn't look that... Oh, Miguel Duhamel, hard on the front brake, loses the front end, hard on the brakes, the bike flips through the air, his race is over, he's okay, but his bike is down Marty. Too much front brake, combined with too much lead angle going to chicane, Miguel is out, and Scott Russell now bursts away into the lead of the 98 Daytona 200.
And as he heads for the checker flag, if he does get past Hayden here, that'll mean only 10 bikes on the lead lap. No, it will be 11. Here comes the checkers, your 5-time champion. The crew ecstatic. They've gotten used to this.
It's never that easy, actually. It's difficult to ride these things after the tires start to go off, and just trying to maintain your pace and not do anything wrong. I think the Yamaha team did a great job today. Pit stops went like clockwork. Duhamel gave us a run there for a while, but he blew it early, and couldn't believe it happened. And I just knew I needed to just maintain the pace and make sure I stay out of trouble. And it was after that, it wasn't too hard. I don't know what I'm going to do. That might be it for me. I don't know if I can keep doing this. It's unbelievable, you know.
Here comes Chandler, just about 9 seconds behind. A great run for Doug, but it's going to have to wait for another year for Doug Chandler.
After the first stop, the thing was working good the rest of the race, and the last tire we had was a really good one, and I was able to kind of close it, but just not enough there at the end. I really thought we had a good shot here. The bike was working really good, and everything was going how it should be, but Scott just got this place figured out. So he definitely deserves it. He's a good rider, and he works really hard when he comes down here. I mean, he's the guy to beat for sure.